With the currently ongoing Warhammer Skull event on Steam, we also got two new major announcements for Inquisitor Martyr. The first one is that the highly anticipated offline mode is finally out. Now, when starting the game, you can choose which version you want to play. There will probably be a bunch of questions about this game mode, so let me answer some common ones. Yes, this is a free patch. No, from what I've seen, it's for now only on PC, and I guess it will appear later on for consoles alongside the seasonal journey patch. No, the online mode is still available as before, and won't be shut down in the foreseeable future. Unfortunately, we cannot transfer our characters to the offline mode. We will have to start over completely. This was definitely disappointing to hear, after putting so many hours into the game. The main difference of the offline to the online mode is that you won't have access to things like leaderboards, PvP and seasonal content. The latter one was also very disappointing to hear. It's really frustrating to see that the amazing seasonal journey we got recently couldn't make it into the offline mode. I saw a bunch of comments on the update post of other people being also frustrated about that. So I went into the offline mode to see what version we are actually playing. Which brings me to some positive news. We are not playing a base version of the game. From what I've seen, we are playing the current non-seasonal version of the game. So what exactly does that mean? The current non-seasonal version of the game got a lot of overhauls and additions, like the enchants from the Season of Inferno, the Season of the Warp Surge, and the Void Brethren. So yeah, you still have access to mechanics like the Thunderbolt, and while I didn't find one yet, it probably also gave us their shards. Plus we get the campaign skip and the favorite system that got introduced with the Season of Escalation. Additionally, the in-game enchant viewer we got in the last season is also available. So just to clarify, we are not playing a pre-season version of the game without any seasonal content. My hope and suggestion for the devs would be to finally implement all the other seasonal enchants into the main pool, like what they did with the first 3 seasons, and update the non-seasonal and offline version accordingly. This would make the most sense, since the seasonal journey is out and there doesn't seem to be plans for additional seasons anymore. And I hope also, if they give us those enchants, that all of them make it into the main pool. Especially enchants like the Judgment Belt and Redemption Inoculator. Because when they added the enchants from the first 3 seasons, there have been a few left out, which is very unfortunate. Now to some other good news. There doesn't seem to be a character limit in offline mode, which means you can finally have enough inventory space if you create more bank characters. We also still have access to cosmetics and the Vigilance vendor, but of course you have to buy everything again. Also we have our own offline folder for the game now, with real save files. So if you are a PC player, you definitely can already lightly mod your game. And I really hope that we see a real modding community arise, if the game files allow it. I really want to see new factions, cosmetics and weapons so bad. I've waited forever, but the only stuff we got are boring portrait frames and trophies. Even though the game has an implemented cosmetic system, both in form of dice and even stuff like ground effects, pets and helms. If they gave us stuff like a Chaos Marine skin for our Crusader, I would have definitely paid for that to support them, since they gave us years of free stuff with all of the seasonal content. The second announcement is the release date for the next class. The Hierophant releases on October 17th. The trailer is still really basic. My guess is that he probably commands other Inquisitors. We have the Crusader, Assassin, Psyker and Sororitas here. The only one missing is the Tech Adept, which makes sense, since it's a minion class, and it would be weird to command a class that commands minions. Of course I could be totally wrong, and he commands completely different kinds of units. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any knowledge about the possibility to mod the game. And if the devs are watching, please put the other enchants in the main enchant pool, and then maybe decrease the enchant cost a bit to compensate. Also consider releasing a modding tool and paid cosmetics, so we can support your work. If any of you haven't bought the game yet, now is the perfect chance. The Definitive Edition is currently 80% off. This one includes everything you want, including the last class DLC, the Sororitas, and also the big expansion Prophecy, which continues the story mode.
No pity. The price I pay for power. You've set a fine example for their kind, Inquisitor.